There's a stranger on the hill and he's speaking.
Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back, especially for the barn hawk known as Baroness Louise. Yes, that could be your Take That CD that was stolen from that hire car. But it wasn't. It was given to me by a superstar. Yes, Sean, all the way from downtown in Bolton. And of course Miss Tina. And they brought me several Take That CDs, and I thank them from the bottom of my two hearts, because I'm a bit of a Take That fan. Some men like them, some men don't, but I do. There we go. Hold on, what's going on here? Chaos in the downtown Cato Paphos Mall, known as the Neon Mall. And it's a busy, busy place, by the way. It really is. And it's getting busier and busier all the time. Now you see that part of the mall in front of us in November, December. Little are moving in there. Imagine when that happens. Oh my goodness. It's going to be absolute chaos, isn't it? As people are rushing around to buy their croissants and their caviar and their pork chops and even spare ribs. Yes, if your name's English Lady, yes, that's where you might want to go and get some nice spare ribs. Because to be honest, they're not bad at all. Marika does cook them up now and again, because Marika likes spare ribs, as most people do. Now, we were outside the sale at the castle the other night, and they were delivering some spare ribs, and I'm telling you what, they looked absolutely spectacular. And I was talking to a lady only yesterday, and she said she went to the Rib Shack, which is one of my favourite places to go, and I always have the ribs if I go there. And that's down by the Olympic Lagoon, just off the triangle by the Tea for Two. So a lot of people know where Tea for Two is. You've got a couple of restaurants, and there's a Chinese restaurant upstairs. I can't say its name. There's a French restaurant upstairs. That's called the Gabor, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I don't know, but it's a French restaurant, so it says. And there's also a, what else is there? Oh, an Italian restaurant next door to the Rib Shack, yeah. So that does pizzas and all those kind of things. So, if you want great ribs in that area of the triangle, go to the Rib Shack and say, Yasas Gumbaru. Cross the road, what is it? Blue Cross Hospital. Hopefully it's not waiting especially for you, but, you know, if you do get into trouble, it's a pretty good hospital indeed. We're going to go to the left, and we're going to head down towards the former Debenhams roundabout, and then we're going to take a left again, and we're going to go through the area known as Yereskipu. So that's not an area we normally go through. Normally we head down to the downtown Paphos Harbour, don't we? But of course, if you come back for the next little video, guess what? We'll be in the downtown Paphos Harbour, especially for you. But one thing's for sure, that sky's looking pretty blue. I promise you, if you look over the rooftops and those tree tops, that sea is looking blue. Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue. Yes, everything's blue, except for the car, because that's black. I like black cars. Very, very hard to keep clean, but I do like a black car. So, all it's missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, the island of love, Marika and me, we're waiting especially for you. And of course, there's quite a few people in town at the moment. Alison Gilbert's in town. Her mum Enid is in town, and she was the star of the show only the other evening. And of course, there's many more people in town. We've got Lady Sally Briers, who wants to be Lady Sally Dyers, because he's a Circle Matt Dyers, and they're going to get married soon. I'm pretty sure of that. Now, gridlock traffic. If your name's Dizzy Blonde, we're stuck in gridlock. But we're going to go left and get out of it. Isn't that a nice clean white BMW? That colour really suits it, doesn't it? That's it. I'm going to go and buy a white BMW next. That's when no, I bought a white BMW. And for those of you who've been following the channel for a while, remember that Misoching Recibiella Booth on the second day reversed into the garage. Yes. Well, I'll rephrase that. Most people might reverse or drive into the garages. When I say reversed into the garage, she literally drove into the garage wall, but in reverse. And, well, there you go. That one had to go, shall we say. Mishaps happen in cars, don't they? That's unfortunate. And then sometimes cars break down. Here's a story for you. Yesterday, I got a Peugeot 3008. Not a bad car, but not my favourite car in the world. But anyway, without trying to insult anybody, I've got this car. I've had it for a couple of months now. And, well, I'm struggling to sell it. But anyway, the phone rang, so the man said, oh, can I have a drive of this car? I said, yeah. So I took it round to his house and said, yeah, You keep it for the day. If you like it, you buy it. If you don't, give it back. That's how I work. So anyway, about an hour later, he phoned me up. He said I was driving down the road about 500 yards from my house and it broke down. To which I said, well, would you like to buy it? He said, no. So I've still got a Peugeot 3008 in a nice dark shade of grey with an automatic gearbox and a diesel engine. So if anybody wants to buy it, it's actually a good car. We've been driving around in it for almost 2.5 months and it's never missed a beat. Minor electrical problem, which has now been fixed. There you go. Cars, eh? Cars. Sometimes you make some money and sometimes you lose some money. The troubles and strifes of being a car trader, especially on the island of love known as Cyprus. Now, let's have a look at this sign. What does it say? Whoa, look at that. Prices are going up again. $1.74 per litre for the black stuff, the devil stuff. So on that note, if you like what you see, why not hit that like? The thumbs up doesn't cost you a penny. Why not subscribe to the channel and come back again and again? That doesn't cost you a penny. But hey, if you want to keep the channel afloat and you like us, why not go through to the Buy Me a Coffee platform? Buy Me a Coffee, Google it, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me. You'll hit our landing page, a little bit of information about us, and of course you'll be given the opportunity to buy us that coffee or two virtually by the internet. And of course, if you want a special video for you, perhaps a birthday shout out, perhaps an anniversary, perhaps you want me to call your cat in, who knows, drop it in those comments. Those for your coffees, and of course that video will be coming very soon, especially for you. Now, you can also help us out on the super thanks. That's the heart-shaped button. When you hit that like, you scroll across a little bit further, you'll find shorts, download, and of course, what's this gun barrel doing? Too busy on his mobile phone, you see. There we go. He's obviously delivering some plastic crates, which I presume had bread or something in. But now he's going home because it's time for lunch. Anyway, back to business. You can also help us out on that super thanks. That's the heart-shaped button with a red heart in the middle, and that's how you make a contribution to the little channel known as Marika and me via YouTube itself. And you can also choose to become a superstar member on that Buy Me a Coffee platform. €10 a month is all it is, and there's lots and lots of people choosing to join us. They all want to get that little bit closer. They all want to get that special title. They all like being a lord and a sir and a lady. And of course, if your name is Lady Tracy, now she's a princess. There we go. And she's going to be dancing in her princess dress very soon. The Chuchuchka in the downtown kid of Paphos Harbour is specially for you. This is downtown Yetaskipu, and well, it's not very busy, is it? What's going on? Normally there's people whizzing around everywhere, but it must be that funny time of day. It's just between breakfast time and lunchtime, so most of the locals haven't got any idea what to do, because once you've finished your breakfast, well, the next thing you've got to wait for is your lunch. And lunch is another good 2 hours away yet. Although the pandemonium does start a couple of hours before. They all start whizzing to the supermarket, buying bread, buying this, buying that, doing whatever they need to get that great lunch, shall we say. Nothing wrong with lunch. I'm a victim of that as well. I always go and have a lunch somewhere, and today I'm going to go and sit with my mate Mr. Chris of the Sea Sponge fame in the downtown Paphos promenade area, and have a coffee and probably a bite to eat, and we'll put the word to right. The word? No, well, we'll use words to put the world to right, especially for you. So come and see us on the downtown Paphos promenade. Normally I'm sitting with Chris from around about 12ish, 1ish, somewhere around there, and we're having a bit of a chat and a cigar or two. And if you're looking to find Marika and me, more often than not, after we've made our little videos, you'll find us in the Pelican restaurant, sitting in the front row, waiting especially for you. Why not come over and say hello? Why not come and pull up a seat and have a sit down and have a chat and a drink? Last night we had the great honour to be joined by Mr. Rob and his beauty, Miss Mandy, all the way from downtown in Cambridge. And of course Princess Tracy was there. The one and only girl in charge of the show, Dame Anne, she was there. Oh yeah. And then we were joined by the superstars known as Lady Justin and her long-haired lover from downtown Staffordshire. And of course, that is Sir Andy, who now and again becomes a lord, but then we have to demote him because he's a cheeky little monkey. There we go. So I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course, if you do like what you see, why not hit that like, click, and that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. Now, I'm sure that these roads are getting worse, or my suspension's getting worse, one of the two. Hopefully it's not my suspension, because that's going to cost me a fortune. Anyway, feast your eyes and digest. This is the outskirts of Yaroscopu. This is the old airport road, as the locals like to call it. If you keep going on this road for another, 10 minutes, you will be in the downtown Paphos airport, either arriving or leaving, and that's a shame, isn't it? I want to do a big shout out to some superstars who left quite recently, Lady Ness and Sir Andy. We're missing you like crazy, and we hope that you're having a great time over in downtown Shropshire. We hope the weather's not treating you too badly, and we hope you're selling lots and lots of Land Rover parts and making lots and lots of money, so that you can come back and see us very soon indeed. And a big shout out to Lady Ness. Hope you are feeling much better and recovering, and big kisses and hugs from Marika and me. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll see you somewhere in downtown Paphos again very soon indeed. Thanks for watching. What's going on here now? Gridlock traffic. Yay, you can't go anywhere in this island anymore. This island's getting smaller, you know, and there's more and more cars appearing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon indeed.